It is estimated that around 70 to 80% of the transformation programs fail. And in order to counter the effect, a trend became very apparent that define the success parameters, the success criteria in the beginning of the transformation programs. One of the common transformation success criteria that is taken, whether it is a product or a services based transformation that is being considered, was around productivity. But there are lurking variables which need to be seen if productivity is actually the right measure or metric for a transformation success. Let me explain that with an example, just to explain the concept of process velocity. Okay. So if you're implementing a tool or engaging with a consultant for a services where your objective is productivity, let's say the system once introduced or the new process design once launched, it will introduce around 30% productivity benefit. So let's walk it through with an example. If you have a process where a single transaction takes 1 minute and you are targeting a 30% productivity basis the target state transformed process, the introduction of a new system, you're talking about 30 minutes going away out of the 100 minutes. Because if I take an example of 100 transactions, one transaction takes 1 minute, then you are talking about 30 transactions getting automated, and this should take 70 minutes. But have you considered that what is the effect onto the residual transactions, like the 70, which is unaffected by the automation? So what I have seen personally as well, that at times productivity is the only metric which is measured, because with all respect, procurement is able to monetize it very easily and very quickly. But the 70 transactions, the residual transactions, the timeline for those transactions increases once you move to a new system or a new process. And taking the same example, if you have automated 30% of the transactions out of a sample of 100, and the 70 transactions will now be taking 1.5 minutes, that makes the processing of 70 transactions to take 105 minutes, which is even worse off than the original baseline of 100 transactions taking 100 minutes. And I took this example and took a little bit longer to explain this concept, because it is these kind of aspects, these lurking variables, which are crucial for the success. And this is how the transformation goals or the success parameters are not defined very clearly, not in the beginning of the program, due to which these kind of challenges come and the programs usually fail to deliver the expected output. So this is something worth thinking about once you are evaluating your next transformation project.